Alrighty. Today on the T podcast, we have Megan Arceneaux, who is the owner of Hub City Cycles in Downtown Lafayette. And we also have Carly Courville, who is the marketing director at Festival International. We're going to be talking about, of course, all things Festival International because it's literally around the corner. And I believe I'll tell you the dates right now. It's the April 24th and through the 28th. So if you're looking to go to festival, you got to keep those dates in mind. But so we're going to be talking about, of course, the impact that Festival International has. And I believe I'll tell you that. We're going to be talking about the impact that Festival International has on the community, and we're going to be talking about the best ways to get around during festival. And so, sit back and relax and enjoy the show. All right, so real quick, going ahead and let you know about our sponsor. It is Chase Group Construction. They take the lead and become your one point of contact for the entire design build process. So if you're looking to build something, whether that be brand new or to renovate it, check out Chase Group Construction. They have a diverse portfolio of projects that range from medical centers to popular restaurants to multi-unit shopping centers. So they built it all. If you've ever been to Fat Pat's in Broussard or Breaux Bridge, you've been a part of or inside of one of their construction sites. So congratulations there. And thank you for sponsoring us, Chase Group. We appreciate you. And then we have one more sponsor we're going to mention, but towards the middle of the show. But first, let me go ahead and get the split screen going here. And there we go. All right. So now, Megan, Carly, welcome to the T Podcast.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
So whoever wants to go first, Megan, if you want to go first, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you.
Oh, well, my name is Megan, and I own Hub City Cycles. We have been fortunate enough to be in downtown Lafayette for almost 11 years. We're just your neighborhood bike shop. We service bikes, we sell bikes, and we restore bicycles, which is my favorite part of the business.
Nice. So you do new, used, and restoration?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So, Carly, go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I'm Carly Courville, marketing director for Festival International de Louisiane. And I do all kinds of fun media and marketing stuff and come see you every year to do this podcast.
Yeah.
And brought along Megan today because her bike shop is one of our festival local sponsors.
Awesome. So I'm excited to get the conversation started about festival. I guess I want to go ahead and kick it off with just asking both of you, what is your favorite thing about festival? Because it's been around since the 80s, and we've all been around probably since the 80s, I'm sure. Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't been to a Festival International in the 80s because I was too young to remember that. But what about Festival International has left the biggest impression on you guys? Whoever wants to go first.
I mean, I'll go first. It's definitely the music. I mean,
Clearly the music, right?
The music has to be my favorite part from all the different countries and knowing that there's so many different French-speaking countries around the world, and how fortunate are we to turn our downtown into a mecca for all these people to come, and we get to all share this experience together.
Right.
It's just magic. It's pure magic, and it's something I've never experienced, and I've traveled all over. Like, there's no festival like Festival International, so I feel very lucky and fortunate that it's happening right down where I work and live. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and for the average person, it's free. Now, if you're a business owner, you're a sponsor, so you do have to support it. Right.
If business is good and you're able to do so, then we support those years, right? And other years that I was a little bit leaner, then I was also ball crawfish, so I would just ball crawfish for the festival musicians.
Yeah,
which was incredible.
Nice.
So I got to meet some of these people on Sunday. It's all about the experiences, I think. How this is so special.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. And like I said, it's I think it is one of the biggest free festivals in the country, or it's I don't know if it's the first, Carly? I don't know if you can answer that.
I'm not sure that it's the first, but it's the largest international music and arts
There you
festival in the U.S. And one of the largest free international music festivals in the world.
There you go. That's the term I was looking for.
International?
International,
Yeah.
because if you say free festival, there's a lot of big ones out there. Because I was Googling it one day, I was like, Festival International, is it the largest free festival? And I think it was like 4 or 5 on the ranking, if I can remember
cool.
correctly.
I never looked at it like that.
I think it was somewhere in that top 10, because, I mean, how many festivals are free, really?
It's
'Cause,
insane.
Like Coachella, which is happening right now, it's insane. I was on TikTok a couple of days ago watching one of the DJs flop, like have a bad set. And my next video was, how much does it cost to go to Coachella? And I'm like, oh God, I don't want to hear it. It's got to be expensive. And to sleep in a tent, okay? So let's just say it was right out of the gate, a couple grand. I mean, your tickets already
My gosh.
were up there, and a couple grand just to go to Coachella to sleep in a tent, to get a bath under a public kind of open shower. Yeah.
So it's like a really expensive Woodstock?
Yeah, it's an expensive Woodstock.
Crazy.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but I mean, there are some large acts that play there that are
Sure.
like, chart toppers at the moment. But yeah, it's a wild one, and it's way out in California. So you got to make the drive, and we have the Festival International here that we don't have to. The locals don't have to make the drive. We just got to get there.
Well, part of the reason why I'm talking about it is because we can bike there.
Right.
That's why I think I'm here, is to talk about biking.
That
and
is
like,
definitely why you're here.
know.
A big part of why you're here.
Well, of course,
Yeah,
but yeah, like,
lots
but
of reasons.
there's lots of reasons, but like, it's just like so easy to get there. You don't have, like, it's just incredible that we get to have it right there,
Yeah.
close to us, and free, and international, and the acts are just, I mean, it blows your mind what we get to experience in that 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a particular band that you guys can think of that you like remember from Festival International, either recently or in the years past, that stuck out the most for you?
I don't know.
There's a lot.
I mean, it's a
Working
lot.
here, a lot of them stand out, I guess.
Yeah.
I know I loved watching Radio when I was in college, which is cool because they're coming back this year.
Nice.
That one stood out to
I
me.
still have their CD. It's in my car.
The CD.
They're very cool.
Oh, but I have a 6 CDs like disc CD changer. I'm old school.
Wow.
We just mix it up, and it's mostly Festival International music.
Love it.
Yeah, like I love
Congrats
that.
on holding on to technology from the early
2010.
2000s. Yeah.
Look, but my truck's 2010, so we're just rolling. We rolling.
I love that. I think what's cool about festival too, like those other festivals you mentioned, you kind of know who you're going to see. But for me, before I worked here and even now, it's like you get to explore all these new bands
Right.
and maybe leave with a record or download for a band you never heard of that kind of becomes something you're listening to the rest of your life.
Yeah. One of the, and I think, Carly, we've mentioned this before, is one of the first years of festival that I went, it was, for me, the standout band. I don't think they've been back since. This was earlier in the 2010 era of life. It was Beats Antique. I will never forget them.
I remember them.
And I was like, what is this sound that I'm hearing? It sounds so cool. And I was like, it's kind of like Egyptianist, but like not. It's kind of got some like EDM kind of like lo-fi.
gypsy dance.
Yeah, it was like really cool. I was like, man. So I don't even know if Shazam was around at that time, but I somehow figured out what the band was, and I had it on my playlist. I think at the time I was using either Rhapsody or Napster when Napster became legal.
Oh,
and
what?
it was just repeat on my playlist, Beats Antique, and I played it at golfballs.com where I was working, and the production staff where I worked close with, they had a speaker system, and so they had a computer that they were playing all the music, and so I would sneak in some Beats Antique over the speakers. I'm like, look, it's so cool, and people vibed out to it. It was good.
Yeah, I set my radio to Beats Antique sometimes and just find other bands that sound like them.
Yeah, oh, see, that's good. That's what's good about modern day, like, algorithms. They just kind of find the stuff you already like, and you're like, man, that's good. Now I need to save this band. Okay, so let's talk about the impact that Festival International has, and then we'll get into the transportation and the getting around kind of aspect of it. So you have some rough kind of figures or rough information to provide for us on that. So what does the impact look like for Festival International on Lafayette?
So our annual economic impact is around $49 million.
49 million?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And so as I was telling y'all before we started, like Megan didn't know, and most people don't know, that Festival International was originally started to boost the economy during the oil bust back in the 80s. So to say that it succeeded is an understatement. It's pretty amazing to see how it affects the community. You know, it is a free festival, but a lot of fundraising goes into that. And then in return, the economy is very, very stimulated, from flights to hotels to food and drink, downtown, not downtown. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
$49 million in 5 days. Come on.
So that
Wow.
49 million, that is collectively of like hotels spent and, you know, people eating out, I'm sure. Is that kind of the, like, where do you guys get that number from? Do you talk with, was it Lafayette Travel?
Oh, yeah, we work very closely with them, and they're great about helping us gauge those numbers and finding, you know, what countries people are coming from, which gets easier every year with the more technology that we have, particularly the RFID wristbands kind of will just mark what country or state people are from.
Wow.
Because their debit card is attached to it. That is so cool.
It's
And that's,
a great
I love
way
that
for
way.
us to see who we're bringing in, what's working, and so forth.
Okay, so you have some data now. Wow. Well, you probably already had data
Well, the
before,
wristbands
but
have
like,
made it so much easier as well. Like what
Everything
is just, you don't have to carry those tickets around, because I know, like, I never knew how much I was going to spend, and so I had, like, for a while I was just collecting all these tickets from all these years. I'm like, what is this? Like, you just
Then
find
you
them
lose them, or you have random
and they're
number
just
left.
giving them. Yeah, you're just giving them to somebody. But now you got your wristband, and it's just like,
Yeah.
it's so convenient, and now
And
you
the-
get to get this data from it, which is cool
yeah.
too.
It
And the
really is.
wristband, you just load it with your debit card before you go and all that good stuff. Or you can load it
Before
there.
or on site,
Okay.
either one. You can pick those up now at Parish Inc. Downtown if you want to get ahead of the game. And you can link that up with the mobile app or on our website. And another new technology that I could mention real quick. This year, we have NFC technology, which I had to
Okay.
Google what that meant.
I was like, what is that?
But your wristband, the chip on it, you just tap it on the back of your card in the top left corner, and it pulls up the registration link and everything. And
Wow.
it auto inserts the unique ID number from your wristband, so you don't have to type that in. It's just like boop.
What?
There's
That
some cool
is
things
cool.
about, you know, technology.
Yes.
That's really convenient.
very
Yeah.
cool.
So, have you ever Apple Paid or anything like that
So
before?
I use all my bank. I don't know if I should
Yeah.
say this over the radio on this podcast, but yes, I use that technology for sure.
So, NFC or near field chip.
Oh, it's the same, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's in your phone already. So, that Apple Pay that you're using, that's basically what that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we got that.
Yeah. So,
Look
it's
at
nice.
us, Festival International,
Yes.
going global,
All techie, man.
all techie and stuff.
That's cool.
Shout out to First Horizon Bank for getting
That's-
us those wristbands, which are also free, but, you know, someone's got to pay for them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my bank. Thank you, First Horizon.
Love it.
So, what you mentioned sponsorships. So, is there a number that you can tell us, like, what does it cost to kind of put on Festival International, since you got to get sponsors and all that, and you rely on the community support? You sell pins, T-shirts, posters,
Well,
all
you
the other
creative.
stuff. Yeah. What does it take to put on Festival International? Because it's not cheap.
It's not real free. The number used to be 1.5 million.
Okay.
I think that it's like more like 1.8, 1.9 because things are more expensive, but also we just keep elevating the experience more and more, the infrastructure, et cetera, travel for bands, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Okay.
So a lot goes
Yeah,
into
those-
You see
everything.
all those people putting up all the, because it's about to start happening next week. Like, it's like one of my favorite parts is like
Watching it all
driving
being
in
built.
and watching everybody like erect all the stages and whatnot. Like, it's just so cool. Are those volunteers?
We bring in production teams
Okay.
and like renting stages,
Okay.
renting sound, renting lights. It's
That's a cost too.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's really huge.
We're
'cause-
building
a
an
whole-
entertainment mecca.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 5 stages now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like wild to see that. Like, watch it go up day by day.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see these men and these women like up there, putting it all up and lighting the light. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, and
little kid.
it's during the week where everything's being put together. It's so much energy inside of
can
downtown.
feel it.
It's wild. Just walking,
I'm like,
you're
oh
like,
no,
dude,
am I ready? I'm starting to get nervous. Am I ready for all these people to be on my street? This is my
Dude.
street.
It's so different. It really is. You can't even tell where you're
Yeah.
at anymore sometimes.
But Megan, you've been on Jefferson for couple of years now, right?
I'm going on my 4th year.
Okay. Wow.
So we were on Vermilion Street, across from Park Sanssouci for.
So you were out of
8
earshot
years.
from the
Yeah.
hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool being hidden for that reason, but now, no, I've really embraced being on Jefferson Street. I love it. I'm on a corner, it's really cool. And my tenants have a frisbee golf, Cajun Jesters, and they set up on the side of us, on the streets right there on Rue de Congress.
Yeah.
Right, and so they have they upgraded themselves this year and put a net over the thing, so they have disc
Whoa.
golf. So it's and they're in it, right? And it's so, yeah, it was intense the first year. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh wow, but you learn how to be patient with people, and you just put a sign on your door. We do not have public restrooms, and that'll keep those people out. But the rest of them, it's nice to meet people from all over the world. And I have all these bicycles hanging up on the ceiling. It's kind of like a bicycle museum. So we get to talk about it. And they love to see, they like to talk about the bicycles in their country, or it's fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I bet you were a little freaked out the first year with all the people, right?
Well, it's also COVID. I mean, we just got out of
Oh,
COVID.
that's right, because it was 2020
I'm also
era.
I'm a germaphobe, and then you got all these people, and I'm just you just coming out of a pandemic. I think we all were a little shocked, and
Yeah.
but no, I've really embraced it. I love it. I'm a local supporter this year, which I've been in the past, but I'm excited to put my little decal on my window, wear my shirt and
Yeah. And you're wearing your
and
shirt
I'm wearing
now.
my shirt. Didn't even know we were going to be on video, but here we are. I was
There we
like,
go.
Sorry about that, Meg.
no, we're all good. We're all good. I look good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You fly.
Well, there are some people that are listening without video. So
Oh, I know, but some people get to see my beautiful face.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
told Carl,
yeah.
I was like, all I would have done
the
was
majority of the people are
all I
seeing
would
the
have done was put a
video.
little mascara on. It was
The only
nothing.
difference here.
No. But anyway, yeah, it's super exciting to be
Yeah.
on Jefferson Street, to be part of it, in the mecca of it. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
So 2021 was your first year, because 2020 Festival
We went
International was
virtual.
online, virtual.
So it was
only.
21.
Oh, it's 20. Oh my God.
Yeah, we had to stay safe another year. So we did 2 years of virtual festival.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy. My memory and my understanding of time over the past 4 years is so
know.
skewed.
It's really funny to be saying it, because it's
like,
really been 5
whoa.
almost. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Oh my God.
You got to think, I know, it's a lot.
Okay. You're messing me up now, man.
Well,
Just
I'm
my
sorry.
time.
I know. I'll just, a pandemic will do that to you.
It
And
did.
so, yeah, 2022 was still,
So 2022 was your come
Was our-
out year with the shop on Jefferson with Festival International.
so I'm only going, yes. So this will be
God,
my
okay.
3rd year.
Crazy. Wow.
I know. Did I just blow your mind?
Yeah.
Have you never thought about years that way?
No.
You look like looks like you just gained all these years.
Now
oh
question
shit,
is,
how
am
old
I
am I?
even 38?
Yeah. You're really 39.
Because you have 9 years in the womb. You're not counting those.
I know.
I know,
Imagine
that's-
being born a
that's
leap
strange.
year. I mean, you're a whole world and universe.
You don't even have a birthday. Just
No.
go on.
No.
Man, okay. So I don't want to linger too long on COVID, because it's
course,
it's
it's
nasty.
past.
But since that time, in Festival International, going from virtual back to in person, have you guys seen kind of a restoration of the activity, and how is festival back as it normally is?
Oh, yeah, I would definitely say so. I think there was a lot of built up momentum and excitement. And we even were able to reach new people because everything was virtual. So we had a lot of, new ears and eyes on our festival channel that we produced for Virtual Fest. So, yeah, we are absolutely back where we were. Everything's going great. Our 5K is great. Our sponsorships are going well. Our passes all sold out as of this week.
Wow.
Like the Lagniappe ones too?
Lagniappe and Bon Temps.
That's that was also a great idea. Whoever came up with that.
They're so good. And once
Yeah.
you have them, you never
When you
look
can't
back.
go back, boo.
It's
Yeah, because
amazing.
you get access to the good bathrooms and all that good stuff.
I mean, yeah, and also like the side stage, like
Side
and stuff.
stage,
Like you
yeah.
said, like know somebody and be part. Like I remember we used to all wear our tags, and like if you were lucky, you got one, you know. But like now, if you get the bones, like you got this nice shaded area.
And it's a way to give back. It's almost like paying for a ticket to festival.
Yeah,
Yes, that's a great. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so things are going great. Lots of people still out there. Jefferson Street was still very packed the last couple years. So our supporters are still supporting, and we're very fortunate and happy.
And then the artist that you guys got for this year, Dusty. I was like,
Maybe his real name's Dustin. I never asked him.
but I had him on the podcast. Super good guy.
I love him.
And his artwork it's so funky. I
love
it.
It's so cool.
And
I'm
the
excited about
t-shirt
getting a
this year,
shirt. Yeah.
dude, it looks so good. I'm like,
Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm going Wednesday.
And I'm wearing a festival shirt too.
Love it.
I have
This
that
is
one.
the
I love that one.
This is one of my favorite. I like gray a lot, and this one also fits really good. A couple of the other ones shrank a little bit tighter on me, so I
Yeah.
felt like a little bit like a bougie bologna
You
kind of
like a
situation.
little piece of bologna. I mean, a piece of boudin.
Yeah, I felt like a little sausage
Yeah.
squeezed into the casing. But I still keep them in my closet because they're really nice shirts. I do have one that's extra large, so I do wear that, and it's a little bit big, but it works. But this one is by far my favorite, and I'm getting a little upset because it's starting to look a little bit worn. But it
It's
has
supposed to look cool.
But it has a vibe.
It's because we're old.
Yeah, right.
You're really 39.
Stop. Oh my God. What year was this?
That was, I think that was 19.
19?
Yeah,
That's Cody Chamberlain's
2019.
Yep, I have the same one, so that I have it in a like this really
Before
cool
the world just went to pot.
real fast.
Real fast. But we're still in a pot situation, even though COVID's kind of a distant. As I say distant memory, it feels like still recent, but it's a memory of some sort. We're still in a situation with inflation and with the state of the economy being so wild. I don't understand.
It never went down. Why did toilet paper stay that high?
I don't know.
Like,
I-
it can.
It's
What?
because it already is. That's the problem. They don't have to be at the same price. They're getting it cheaper. They're like, oh well, we're already charging this much, so let's just keep it that way. I am like blown away about how much I spend on toilet paper. Like because just like I'm the toilet paper math, right? We all know it.
Dude, wild.
I don't want to buy it anymore.
How
I'm
does
like
12
I-
equal 24,
I
but
don't
9
understand
equal
it.
36?
And the mega rolls and the
super mega.
You know, like definitely not buying at a grocery store versus buying at a drug import. You know, it's just like there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For toilet paper.
Like my wife, when she
For
goes to the
TP.
store to get toilet paper, she came back one day with toilet paper and it was only 6 rolls, but she said the the number was confusing me. I said I normally get the 24 pack, but it's like equals like 100. I don't know. It's something weird.
We don't know toilet paper math, just like we don't know years.
Right. I know we're so off right now. But like she has to call me and like, hey, so what pack am I looking at? I'm like, okay, what's the numbers you see?
Yeah.
But yeah, even on I know we're kind of on a tangent and it's cool.
That's fun.
We're gonna steer back in a second. But oh my God, Brian Martin, he's
Talking about TP?
I don't know why he said it's hubbing time. Okay, because you're Hub City Cycles. He does that every episode. Whatever the topic is, it's that time. He says something that time. Okay, Brian, thank you for that.
Loyal listener.
Yeah, he does it all the time.
Hey, Brian.
But there was a TikToker, and she does, or I say was, she still is. She's been looking at all of the products that she used to buy in her apps, like Walmart or Super One or whatever app she's using, and on her history, it says all those products are out of stock, but there's new versions of that product on the shelf. And she's been doing this research, like what's so different about it? And then she said, if you ever see the tag on the product that says new or new formula or whatever have you, check the weight of it. So like the
Oh.
shampoo or deodorant or whatever, check the weight, the ounces or whatever that figure is. Compare that to what you used to buy. Compare that to the price, and you'll see